Islam. Today, what I'm going to talk about again is redundant, but I need to do this for the record. I'm putting this on the record. It's redundant, but it needs to be said again because people concept of what reality is as Negro, blacks, and colored from a nature perspective and from a civilization perspective has been misconstrued, misunderstood. All right. We're going to talk about what has happened to us as a people uh, uh, from the Europeans that you keep calling a white man. Stop calling him a white man. Call him a European. All right. Now, and stop calling yourself a black man. All right. If you would look up the word black in a dictionary, you will stop using. You'll stop calling yourself that. Because that word is just you're casting things upon yourself, negative energy on you and your family or your children. So stop calling people what they're not. You understand me? If you knew what a troglodyte nigger was, if you read it and found out the true history of what it really is, you'll never curse it again. Black chimpanzee monkey. Is that what you are? Then stop calling yourself that. Stop calling your children that. You understand me? Now this is what the European has done to you. They have stolen your nationality. They got your inheritance under wardship tenures. That is what they are operating on. Without nationality, you cannot claim your inheritance. Without your nationality, you can never get it. That is what they have you under the claim of all these bondages. Listen to this. The birth certificate, driver's license, the marriage certificate or license, the social security card. All of these, all of the above are wardship tenures. All right, and under it, they don't have to account for the body, the land, or the profits that they gain from you working, or if you lose your life, or they get to build football fields, make money on your land and building baseball fields, making money on your land and off of you, building theaters and coliseums, making money off of you on your land. You understand me? This is their profit, wealth. They're gaining wealth. They're wealthy, and you're living in poverty again on your own land. And that is what they are using against you to steal your birthright, nationality, and now they are using wardship tenures against you, calling you wards of the state. So, wards of the state is just another name, a code word for slave of the corporate state. Wardship tenures means all these things that you're using, they're showing proof to the world nations that you have submitted, you have played a part in your own slavery. Then the energy is reverted off of him, because in nature anybody's gonna go against slavery, okay, go against brutality in nature. Automatically you're gonna fight against that. You will fight against a slavery, but if they can get you to participate in it yourself, by making you think that working to get you to work, okay, now we're gonna give you money, which the fiat note, what you think is a dollar bill, fiat notes, slave debt, labor notes, to get you to work to, so you feel like, okay, I'm getting paid now. It's just your labor they're using as a wardship tenure, slave. You understand me? Chattel property. That Negro, black, and colored, African American, who uses European name, a chattel property. You understand? They've gotten you away from Constitution principles. The Constitution was not created by the Europeans. The Constitution was not written in England. The Constitution was written here in Morocco, where we're standing at in North America. The North Gate, the Stream 4 West. The North Gate. America. And America is not a country. America is a continent. From Alaska down to Canada, to North America, down to South America, Mexico, Brazil, and adjoining islands, including Haiti, Cuba, Caribbean, Hawaii. All these joining islands is America. There is no one American president. You got presidents in all these other countries. You got a president, and you even got a president in El Salvador, Brazil, Mexico, Canada. You understand me? So who's American president? You got to name them all. If you're going with corporate state, if you live in a corporate status, and Congress have an investment in their chattel property. They have investment in chattel property. So that's why they keep building all these prisons. So if they lock you up as Negro, blacks, and colored, you're property, and they're a slave. You are here slave. You're participating in your own slavery when you hold on to these driver's licenses. The driver's license just means moving property. Like I told you before, if you would study the supreme law of the land and you recognize that you're sovereign to this land and not the Europeans, if you call him white, you give him status of sovereign to the land, and call yourself black, that means he don't have to account for your body when you die, or if someone kill you, the police do something to you. You understand me? They don't have to account for that. You understand me? With international court, because if you take your blackness to international court, they're going to say, who are you? Black who? Black what? Black American? We don't know what that is. But Moors are recognized around the world, from all continents around the world. Moors. And that's who you are. If you would claim your nationality and your birthright, your sovereignty to the land, and your sovereignty, then you have respect to the world. The European can't do what he do to you. You can take him and sue him. And anyone who tries to enslave you, when you know this, you have a right to take their head, and the international courts and international law know this. But all those people who call themselves black leader guys, trust me when I'm telling you this. Anything who has black title as leaders, they have the European has investment to keep that going. You understand? Chattel property. Now, I want to get you to advance from what, remember in the Bible, they talked about Adam and Eve. Now, in the Bible, they told you that Adam was the man, first one that God created. Eve was the woman. And then she became evil, and she did all these evil things, and now we're living in sin. But let me tell you what the truth really is. Ignorance is sin. Ignorance is sin. You don't know yourself, don't know who you are, you think you came up with a slave boat, you're caught up in ignorance. You're high on ignorance, especially when you go to that church. Now, the atom is the smallest particle of the chemical element, or a source of atomic energy. All right? Atomic evolution. And let me tell you this. The woman did not come from a man's rib cage. Didn't do it. That's another lie. All right? The first man is woman. Allah is woman. God of the planet. Matriarch. What the Europeans have been teaching you is patriarch. Putting all these negative things on women. It made you believe that man is the God of the planet, but man is not the God of the planet. Man just does all the work, all the physical hard labor work. But the woman is the God of the planet. Look at your chest and look at hers. Hers can keep a baby alive. What can yours do? Nothing. Only she can bring life into the world. And all you men who think you can get somewhere further in life without the woman, it ain't gonna happen. So those of you who think, oh, I need a son, I need a... Okay, it's okay to have sons, but those daughters, they bring life into the world. Those you say, oh, I don't have all the babies. When they have babies and they have grandchildren, it's bringing life to the world, bringing you back life, bringing you more, like giving you more reason to live, something to strive for. That's what a woman does. You understand me? Even in nature, you look at even the smallest things on the planet that has life, the bee, the spider, the ant, we call it the queen bee, the black widow, the spider. She gets rid of the male after she has her baby. The queen ant. Everything is done feminine. It's feminine, not masculine. The earth is a womb. You plant a seed into the earth, it grows. You can grow fruits and vegetables and live off the womb, the earth. You plant a seed, you can grow, you become a farmer. You grow food and live off the land. Earth is a womb. You understand me? Now, what I want you to get to understand is what I'm going to get back to, what I, self, law, and master really mean. I, self, law, and master. I'm doing this for the record. Now, the I, Mason. Mason means mother and son, star and a crescent. All right. Self, the pyramid. Pyramid. The perfect building with the third eye. You got your third eye open. Law, the master of fullness, divine in nature. Okay? And am, the law correspondence, like the star and the path. You got the upper pyramid and the downer pyramid. All right. And master, the mundane cross. You ever see him do that? It's the mundane cross where he becomes the master. Now, when you go to elementary, sooner or later, you don't want to go to elementary and stay in elementary. You're trying to graduate to junior high. You don't want to stay in junior high. You want to graduate and get to high. You understand me? You don't want to stay in high school. You want to graduate into either college or go on to life. You finish with that. So, you sooner or later, you're going to have to graduate from belief. You got to graduate from it and then become knowledgeable into whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to become an engineer, you go to college for a little bit, then you graduate and you become an engineer. You become the master of the engineer. You want to be a doctor? You go to school, to college, you learn that, and then you become. Once you master that knowledge, you're now the master of it. You is the god of that. That's you now. Can't nobody take that from you. You understand me? You now the man. You no longer. You know you can believe you can do it, but now you have to study to get that done. Understand me? I, self, law, and master. You understand me? Now, I want you all to remember, saying it for the record again, I want you to understand that when you sign a contract with the European, I'm going back to it again. These Europeans, when you sign a music contract or a studio contract to make movies, to sing, to make albums, sooner or later, they want to do something to you to get rid of you so they can live off your virtue. Like they're doing onto your land. They're living off your virtue. You go and produce an album, you sign a contract to produce 3 or 4 CDs. You produce those CDs, sooner or later you might die off. When you dead and gone, they still living off those CDs. You make a movie, Aaliyah, Whitney Houston, all these movies, Ray Charles, they make these movies and then soon they die off. These people are making all this money. Now they did, but the Europeans still getting the money. So I'm warning you right now, that when you go and make money with these Europeans, you think you're making money, you're a slave. Either somebody in your family must suffer blood consequences if you're Asiatic. Asiatic is dark skin, broad nose, full lip, woolly curly hair. You're Asiatic. Stop calling yourself that negative term. Call yourself an Asiatic. You know, what happened to Luther Vandross? What happened to Barry White? What happened to Isaac Hayes? I mean, these people died early. But they're not the only one. There's so many others, man. The list just goes on and on and on. And they take you out and then live off what you left. Either the CD, the album, the movie, whatever it is. Do as I ask you to do. Go and learn for what your nationality, your birthright is, and gain your inheritance. All right? Do that not just for yourself. Do it for your children and your children's children. Do it for your neighbors. People that look like you. Your community. Community means that people that look like you have a great understanding. All right? The 7 Hermetic Principles. Now listen to this. 7 Hermetic Principles. I'm just going to name them, but you need to study it for yourself. You got the mentality. You got the analogy. You got the polarity. You got the vibe, the rhythm, the correspondence of effect, and you got gender. Most men, what do they do when they go out and work? They're doing it really, I mean, they want to do for themselves, but they're really doing it for the woman. She's the one. You get her educated, your children be educated. Right? So, I'm going to let you go with that for right now. Remember, I, self-law, am master. I'm out.